Hello, I'm Ivy. Today I'm gonna go straight into the topic about FTX. Everybody is talking about FTX, SBF for the last week or so. And my friend said that why aren't you doing any video about this topic? Well, this channel, my channel, is always talking more about blockchain knowledge, about knowledge that's specific for developers. It's not for traders, it's not talking about how's the price. So I wasn't thinking of doing a video about it, but since friends are asking about it, I think I'm gonna do a video talking about how this FTX incidents affect developers. How's that sound? Okay, first, do you think there will be lesser blockchain developer needed since now most of the projects are busy saving their own project, saving their funds, and it is in bull market now. Now, this topic has been going on not only since the FTX issue, it has been going around since the bull market began a few months back, or even since this year, early this year. Now, I don't see any slowdown in the demand of developers, as what I've been doing is in training, and mainly training for developers. There have always been project needed developers, and there are still companies scout from students for their interns, so that probably will go on to be their developers if the internship turns to be a good one. So I really don't see a slowdown. A lot coming from Cointelegraph. It says crypto companies are still hiring, but you may not find a job post about it. I agree, but yes and no. And this is done just about a month plus ago. I do agree with what it says here, that going near the community, show yourself there, show your skills, and that is what a good way for you to get hired. But I do still see a lot of job being posted in LinkedIn for the past month as well, which here it also says LinkedIn has over 7,200 job positions listed in October in United States alone. Even though that there's quite a number of job lays off as well, while mainly for the exchanges like Coinbase and Gemini, Crypto.com, BlockFi. But there are still people are hiring. But I think that what we should expect is, don't expect that you might be in a job for a very long time. First, blockchain project usually get done very fast. Now, if you are looking for jobs that create tokens and DeFi project, create tokens and sell the tokens, create NFT, mint NFT and sell NFT, those are pretty repetitive jobs. There might be some modifications to the template of the codes, but generally the functions or the code will be quite similar in the basic. As NFT project is slowing down, and there are three main disasters in the crypto world that happened in this year, with the FTX one with being the worst ever, many have said. We should think that a lot less project for DeFi might be needing developer for the moment. However, for a project that is building on the blockchain itself, the technology is still there. It is not only for DeFi product. There are many usage for blockchain technology, as you might have known now. Focus on those jobs. The development is always there. And for company, blockchain protocol that is ongoing in building their project to improve the project, whatever capital that they have raised over the years, they would have turn it into fiat, or even going to pay the developer using their token, and they would be planned for all these winters to come, because it is not the first time we have the winter in the crypto market. And if for a company, a protocol company that is in for the project, in for the industry, or in for the long term, and they do not able to plan for their expenses in the future, and probably that would not be a company that you want to work for long term as well, because it will be not stable. They will be laying off people a lot because they haven't planned for the winters, and some events that happen like this is going to affect the operations. It's going to affect the daily operations. So at times like this, it's really good time to find out which company or which project is the solid project that can stay on. Of course, sometimes good project, just because they have their tokens in exchange like FTX, we're just gonna bring them down. That's sad. That's what to do. Or else, those who stay on, those will be the good project that you can work on, or you can work with, or well, if you are also investing. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is the good time for you to gauge it yourself. And looking at another site, Simple Learn, it gave some average annual salary of blockchain developers in various countries. Of course, in US usually it's higher, but in other places, even though it's a bit lower, but I still think that it is a good pay as compared to many other developer salaries, at least 20% more. I myself still think that it's very good career to be in, as whether you are blockchain developer, a UI UX specialist, web developer for the blockchain project. I still do think that it is still a good career to go in. I strongly believe that blockchain is here to stay. I've been in this industry for years, been through a few winters, and I'm still here. And it is still an industry that you need to save for the winter. Now it's the winter, but it doesn't mean that all the project is going to stop. And with some laying off, there might be more developers available, and that might increase the competitions. Well, that take it as a challenge to push your skills a level higher. This is my opinion about how the FTX case is going to affect a blockchain developer or anybody working in the blockchain field. If you're interested to know career-wise what I do or what kind of activity I have, feel free to check out my LinkedIn. And in YouTube, I usually will only talk about something that is related to blockchain knowledge and specifically for blockchain developers. And if you want to know that, what I do other than blockchain or outside of blockchain. I mean, I eat, sleep, breathe blockchain for 7 days a week for a few years, but I still have a life outside of blockchain. And if you're interested to have a peek, go to my Instagram. If you're interested in an NFT story that I wrote, you can go to my Medium. All those links, I'm gonna have it in the description area. Check it out, and I'll see you next time.